Let's hear from the skipper now. We'll head inside. Post-game comments from manager Buck Showalter.
Seemed like a shorter game than it was. Buckles was slow, wasn't it? Yeah. Is that what caused it?
14 base runners.
Not that you're counting. What's up?
But Zach really was on target today. I mean, was there any flaw in his performance in your eyes?
Pedroia won out second base, knowing that he's going to run there, but he'll learn that. Got some deep counts. You'd like to see him be able to take that stuff over another inning or so, but I thought the bullpen was really good tonight, JJ and Kevin. And I got to tell you, if Wieters put on a clinic again tonight behind the plate, he must have blocked 4 or 5 balls that a lot of people don't sniff. Pretty impressive. But Zach gave us a chance to win against, a good team.
Show you something when he gets out of that jam, bases loaded. It doesn't look like he gets rattled for a kid that young.
So far he's been good, and he's handled it pretty well for a guy with limited experience, and we like the things he's doing right now.
Obviously, it wasn't the breakout offensively that maybe everyone's been waiting for, but I mean, to get that many hits, was it kind of encouraging what the offense was able to do tonight?
Well, they were a hit away from opening up a little bit, but Buckholz's pretty good. He's pretty good. So is Beckett, and so is Lester, and so is Lackey and Matsuzaka. I mean, it's big leagues. So you got to give them credit some too. But we scored a run to get up early. I thought we talked about it earlier, just something to kind of give Zach a little margin for error. But he was facing a lot of left-handed hitters tonight, and I thought he handled it well.
How much do you think Jones's 11-pitch at bat in the second inning may have kind of? I mean, I know. Sometimes it ends up being a strikeout, but it's still a quality at bat. Jonesy's put together a lot of good at bats. He's not. You can tell that he's kind of taken, some of the motion. He's got so much. How much he wants it, and just if he stays within himself and lets his ability play, it's going to be tough. He's been impressive.
Did you like what you saw out of your 3-4 hitters tonight?
Yeah, they swung the bat well, very quietly. They've had some good games where they didn't have anything to show for it too. But they've. I know Derek especially has remained very calm through it. He understands the big picture and the reality of what competing for this span of time's about.
You mentioned how good Buckholz is. That's the most hits he's given up in his career. Was there a certain approach to that, do you think?
Well, you'd have to ask Jimmy and the hitters, and if there was, which I don't think anybody's going to broadcast it, but he's pretty good. I think we caught him, with probably a little less command than he normally has, and let's face it, we didn't exactly open him up. He bent, but he didn't break. He kept their team in the game. I think it was more of our pitching did a really good job tonight.
You haven't seen a lot of Jim Johnson, but I mean, is that some of the best you've seen him throw in this last couple?
Jimmy's had a good look in his face since day one of spring training. He's healthy, feels good. He had a real low pitch count there in the 7th, and there'll be some times with some off days where you use him and Koji and Kevin, but you'd like to stay away from one of them to have them tomorrow fresh. So. As good as he was in the 7th, he was, the part of the order he went through in the 8th was pretty impressive too. But there's really not a part of their order that's not impressive.
So you didn't have a plan to use Koji for the 8th inning? Just that Jim was doing pretty good?
Well, I think it's more important to have a plan for him to be available tomorrow. And Jimmy threw real well in the 7th. Koji will get all the work he wants before the year's over. We'll make sure he's around for the long haul.
Thanks.